to this break, we have got 2 of these. Oh, before we get to the break real quick, we do have another God brick of the wild card Joker's Wild. Every card is a 101. You guys were probably in it last time. Same price, $25 a spot. If you were in the last break or you take more than one spot in this upcoming break, you get $5 off. So your second pack is $20. There are going to be 20 packs in a box. Every box has one encased 1 of 1 in it. There will be one autographed 1 of 1 in the box. There will be one holiday 1 of 1 in the box. There will be one true 1 of 1 in the box. There's all kinds of stuff. And if you saw that last break, whoo, mercy. It's fantastic. I mean, Nature Boy, true 101. There are not any variations of this one. True 1 of 1. There's auto cards. I mean, there is the great Pete freaking Weber. There is the big bad booty daddy. I mean, there's everything in here. Oh yeah, and Mike Tyson. There's all kinds of stuff. So that Joker's Wild is one of my favorite products I think ever made. But this is going to be one of the greatest products ever made because it's our Chicago Blackhawks, and let's get to it. Upper Deck this year is releasing for the 100th anniversary the original 6 in these formats. So earlier they released the hobby set. It's like around $49, $50, somewhere right around there. That's just the set of cards with a chance at an auto. These hobby tins, there's 15 packs per tin, 9 cards per pack. There's going to be in each one of these tins 2 autos, 1 mem card, 1 serial numbered parallel card, 6 yellow parallel cards. There's all kinds of good stuff. So let's get to this. I'm excited. Thank you guys for filling this. Like I said, we've got a couple more boxes of these coming. So we're going to do it again. There's all kinds of stuff coming. I mean, we've got... Next break is that Joker's Wild. After that, we'll probably do 26 Topps Baseball because that comes out next week, next Wednesday. Then we'll do probably the Centennial Hawks again, just because, I mean, it's the Hawks. Then we've got football. We're going to have a nice mixer. There will be a chance at a Caleb Williams auto and Roma Dunze auto. So keep your eyes out for that. It's going to be a hell of a price. And then, I mean, there's also going to be, I think we need to pick up Winter Olympics are here. Why not do an Olympic break? Let's do a 1-box Olympic break on the cheap. That'll be fun. But 100 years of your Chicago Blackhawks. There's the inside of the box or tin. Oh, come on. Why did they really... They didn't give me a little thing to pry it open? Oh. There we go. There's our empty. There's our packs. Let's get this out of the way. Alright, 15 packs. Let's start on the left side. Actually, let's move these here. We're going to need these. Good luck, everybody. It is a number break. All of your numbers are on the left side of the screen. If one of the cards has a letter instead of a number, we will determine that when we get to it, so you can all see how it goes. Let's see. Looks like we are all green. Green are the base cards. Whoa, boy. Let me get this. Got a glare right on my monitor there. There we go. All right, we're starting it out with little Dominic Hasek. Love Hasek. Uh-oh. We got a goalie pack. There is Craig Anderson. I don't think I have seen an Anderson card in years. Let's see. That he was 2002 to 2006. Oh, it's a goalie pack. There's Corey Crawford. All right, Brian Bickle just was at the Bears tailgate with Carl, Rhino, Ray, Greg, There's a John Morris. There's a Bertuzzi, one of the current guys. All right, Hall of Famer, Phil Esposito. Insert. Ooh, little Tony Esposito on the record holders. Oh. Uh-oh. Auto right off the back. First pack auto. I can tell because that's where they signed it. Right in that little distressed. What do we got? It is not a goalie. There we go. For the old school guys, a little Bernie Nichols. I loved Bernie Nichols. His I got a couple of his autos and his rookies somewhere laying around here. Who's getting Bernie Nichols? Is it a card number or... It is a number. 33. Easy enough. Goes to the 3 spot. That is Jason. Jason, welcome back to the group. There's a Bernie Nichols for you. Bernie Nichols with our first auto. Let's move these back a little so we can get Bernie in there. All right. There will be another auto. There will be a mem. There will be a numbered card. We got a long way and a fun long way to go here. Ooh, we got parallel coming. Okay, we got all kinds of stuff in this pack. It looks like it's pretty even on base and inserts. There's a Khrushchev. Cristobal Huey. No way, Huey. There he is. Little Larmer. There's another Brian Bickle. Jason Dickinson. A retired numbers insert. Glenn Hall. Award winners. Patty Kane. Patty Kane gets a penny sleeve at least. Who's got the Patty Kane? That is card number 130 going to the 0 spot. That is Matt. Matt H. with a Patty Kane. And parallel, Doug Gilmour, captain. That is the yellow parallel. That is card 172 to the 2 spot. That goes to Paul. And then a memorable moments. Chris Chelios. That's when he was traded to the Blackhawks in 1990 from the Habs. Who's got that Chelly coming their way? I think he's the newest member. Newest Blackhawk in the Hall of Fame. Card number 16, so that goes to the 6th spot. That is Ralph. All right, next one. Yeah, so if you're a fan of the original 6, they're doing these for all original 6 teams this year. We have got our mem card already, but let's get all of these inserts to the back. Kurt Frazier. A little Dirk Graham action there. Dwayne Sutter. Is it a little Savoir Faire? A little Denny Savard on the record holder. Chelly on the Hall of Fame. There's a Corey Crawford on the stopper insert. And our mem card, Blackhawk Materials. How about that? Actually, this is our... Shut my mouth. This is our newest Hall of Famer. That is a Duncan Keith. White swatch. Who's got Keith? Is this a ripper? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It is not. That's just a... Oh, that looks like a rip card on the back. I don't know if you can see that. Looks like an indentation up top and then down through the bottom, but it's not. That's just the design of the card. But that is DK. So that's what I was talking about with the alphabetical numbering. So D is the 4th letter of the alphabet. This goes to the 4 spot. We go by the first initial of the first name. So that goes to Tommy. Tommy, let me get you a thickie here. Might be too thin. I don't know. That will do it. Tommy with a Duncan Keith. Blackhawk material action. This is just, I mean, $150 a box, 2 autos, and a mem card. Pfft, you can't go wrong. I mean, you can buy a mega of last year's football for this price and get nothing. I can't even see how. Oh, Mikheyev. I can't even see that print down there. Wayne Presley. Michael Hansus. Alec Vlasic. Troy Brouwer. Wow. Oh, Troy Brouwer. There's a Doug Wilson on the award winner. Guy played without a helmet forever. Paul Coffey. Dennis Savard, first rounder insert. And a yellow parallel. Patty Kane on the record holder insert. That is a parallel of the insert. Longest point streak in a season, 26. Card 195 goes to the 5 spot. That goes to Rhino. All right, let's see. Let's get our inserts. I'm guessing that our other auto is on the other side of the box. Let's just do it this way. Cliff Coral. Nick Leddy. Daryl Sutter. There's an Eddie O. Eddie Olczyk. Patrick Lime. Brent Seabrook. Stan Mikita on the award winner. Denny Savard, record holder. And a yellow. Jeremy Roenick. Good old JR. On the yellow parallel. Who's got JR? 86 to the 6 spot. That is Ralph. All right, we're spreading the wealth there. What a fun break. These cards have like the old school Upper Deck vintage feel, or even the Fleer retro. Here's a Proby. Marty Turco. Wow. Sullivan. Eddie Belfour. Wow. Jim Pappin. We're going old school. I love it. Adrian Aucoin with the captain. Duncan Keith award winner. Antti Niemi on the stopper. There's a memorable moments. The Blackhawks national anthem tradition beginning in 1985. That is card number 12 going to the 2 spot. Paul K with a little history. See, we can all learn things from our gambling obsessed hobby. All right. Adrian Aucoin, Hjalmarsson, Grant Mulvey, Paul Coffey, J.J. Bordelot. Check. I mean, dude, that stash. It's fantastic. It's like our own Gorman Thomas. Tony Esposito on the numbers. Marian Hossa, one of my favorite Hawks. There is a yellow parallel. The award winner of Chris Chelios. Chelly's all over this set. Card number 153 to the 3 spot with that one. Jason. Oh, memorable moments. Steve Larmer. Card number 11 to the 1 spot. Matt H. All right. Here is the halfway point of the first box. Do we have a numbered parallel here? We do. All right, so they're numbered on the back. That's good to know. Kyle Calder, Chris Chelios, Jeff Hackett, Secord. The fights that Secord got in, God. Dave Manson, Marty LaPointe on the captain, Daryl Sutter, record holder, Scott Darling, Lamont's own Scott Darling, and then a Bufflin. Who was asking if Bufflin? Oh, Carl. There's Bufflin. Bufflin did shots with a good number of us at Old Fat Sam's. He was a fun guy to hang out with when he was there. Old Bifuglian. All right, that is the blue. That is serial numbered, and that is 31 out of 65. Card number 85, so that goes to the 5 spot. Rhino. Rhino with a Bufflin. Let's do the serial number. We'll put it here for now. Actually, you know what? That doesn't make any sense, does it? Still got another auto out of this tin before we start the next one. Let's get something goofy. Doug Gilmore. This guy, you want to talk about getting drunk at Chelly's Chili back in the early 2000s. Weinrich, or as we like to call him, Winelist. Brent Sutter. Jocelyn Thibault. Tony Amante. Nice. There's an Andrew Ladd on the yellow parallel. And on the captains, Terry Ruskowski. Award winner Makita. Bobby Hall on that award winner too. Memorable moments. 43rd win as a rookie for Eddie Belfour in 1991. I want to see just an absolutely filthy patch. Patch auto would be great. Of Bedard. Phil Esposito. Dale Talon. Jeez. Brian Campbell. Steve Smith. There's a Kaner. Speaking of Kaner, back-to-back. Tony Esposito on the award winner. Stan Mikita on the record holder. Marcus Kruger. The often forgotten Marcus Kruger on the yellow parallel. Kruger, 78. Kyuger. Paul K. Alright, something is gold here. I see a gold border. I have no idea what card this is, but there's gold. Maybe it's bronze. Hopefully that's low numbered. That is, Johnny Aduya. Oh, do you? Oh, do me. Wendell Clark. Andrew Shaw. Tony Esposito. Scott Darling. Hall of Famer on the Belfour. Jeremy Roenick on the memorable moments. Makes his NHL debut in 88. Bobby Hall, the record holder. And it's a Taze. Oh, captain, my captain. Named Blackhawks captain in 08. What is the gold? It is gold. It is not numbered. But it is gold. I guess it's just a gold parallel. My guess, gold parallels 1 per tin. And you know what? It's Taser. And since it's 1 per tin, I'm guessing it's not as good as you get for the gold parallel, I'm guessing. All right. Yellow coming. Rich Preston. There's a Versteeg. Michael Goulet. Brendan Saad. Bernie Nichols. Award winner on the Patty Kane. Ooh, double award winner. Bobby Hall, late in the career. Almost time for that piece. Bobby Hall. Brian Campbell capturing a champion. And a Dave Boland on the yellow parallel. Dave Boland parallel. That is card number 1, numero uno, to Matt H. All right, 3 packs left in this box. 1 will have an auto in it. I wonder if we'll see another surprise. It would be great. Phil Housley. Zhamnov. Lysick. Mark Bell. Duncan Keith. Jonathan Taze on the captain. Eddie the Eagle on the award winner. Yellow Hall of Famer Doug Gilmore. And then a first rounder, Eddie O from 1984. I dig these cards. I dig them. It's a fun break. All right, so it was the first pack of the break and probably the last pack, unless I missed it in this one. Those are going to be our autos. All right, Denny Savard, Ruskowski, Panarin, Donato, well, Phil Russell. There's a Hossa retired number. Stan Mikita on the record holder. Patty Kane, yellow award winner. Yep, the auto should be in that last pack. Patty Kane, yellow parallel award winner, 184. 4-spot going to Tommy. Memorable moments. Denny Savard collects his club record 131st point in 1988. All right, last pack. Last auto. Let's get the auto to the back. All right. Anthony Niemi. There's a Connor Bedard. Our first Bedard. I am actually shocked it took all the way to the last pack. There's a Bedsy. Who's got Bedsy? Card number 2 to the 2-spot, Paul K. Bobby Orr. No, Bobby Hall on the award winner. Did I not move them all to the back? I guess not. Al Secord on the memorable moments. What was that? 4 goals in 8 minutes and 24 seconds. Fastest in club history in 87. Dennis Hall, the often forgotten Hall. Brent Seabrook. Keith Brown and, oh, that's a goalie. Goalie auto. All right. Where are we thinking here, people? Jeff Hackett. With the number inscribed. Little Jeff Hackett. You break this thing down for a $150 box. That's fantastic. Card number 49 to the 9-spot. Dave with a Jeff Hackett auto. All right, so let me get this stack out of the way. Let's move these straight back for now. Box or tin number 2, whatever you want to call it. All right, we start on the left. Last box. Let's start on the right side of this box. And let's move our bigger hits up front. Not that Dustin Bufflin is not a big hit, but we want to put the autos and mem cards right up front. All right. Let's see if it's the same configuration. Because if it is, the auto should be the last pack of this side. All right, Foligno, Glenn Hall, Doug Wilson, Marty LaPointe, Korchinski, Gilmore Award winner, Coffee on the Hall of Famer, Steve Smith on the yellow, and Patty Kane, hat-trick series clincher in... oh, God, my eyes are terrible. In second OT to advance the Stanley Cup final in 2013. But let's get Steve Smith. Yellow parallel. Card number 23 to the 3-spot. That is Jason. Get that one. Yeah, let's start with the stack. All right. Yeah. Starting over square one. That means 2 autos, 1 mem, 1 parallel, 1 serial numbered parallel. All right. Reichel, Troy Murray, Bufflin, Hasek, Anderson, Stan Mikita Award winner, Savard record holder, Mikita yellow record holder parallel, and a Versteeg capturing a champ. I think by the time we're done with this half stack here, or half box, we need some more penny sleeves. We have got, okay, so the autos are in different spots. First auto coming. John Marks, Tyler Bertuzzi, Dougie Gilmore, Corey Crawford, Jocelyn Tebow, Seabrook memorable moments, scores overtime goal in Game 7 of the Western Conference semifinal in 2013, Adrian Acoin, captain, Duncan Keith award winner, and auto, Wendell Clark. Wendell Clark on the auto. This might be the first Wendell Clark auto I have pulled. I know I've pulled Hackett. That might be the first Wendell Clark. That is card number 55. Who's got the 5 spot? Rhino. Rhino with a Wendell Clark. This one feels thicker. Do we have a patch already? That looks thick. Come on, be stupid. Stupid thick. It is not thick. My eyes deceive me. But it looks like we might have our serial numbered insert. Ryan Donato, Phil Russell, Andrew Ladd, Marcus Kruger, Dave Boland. There's a Ted Lindsay. We have pulled Ted Lindsay in the puck breaks, but it was for the Red Wings. Patrick Laney. Stan Mikita retired numbers in our blue is a Troy Murray. That is the out of 65. Number 27 out of 65. Troy Murray. Card number 137. That goes to the 7 spot. Lucky number 7. Corey. Corey with the Troy Murray out of 65. And that should tell you right there that this is the only, I think this might be the only, I'd have to double check, but if this is the only serial numbered parallel set, there's not a lot of this product out there. Let's put Troy Terry horizontal. Oops. What did I miss here? Somebody comment here and I missed it? Nope. Okay. Thought I missed something there. Let's get this all squared away. All right. Dennis Hull. Brent Seabrook. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who's trying to get out there? Who's getting out of the box? Keith Brown. Good old JR. There's a Connor Murphy. A Jonathan Toews, capturing a champ. Jonathan Toews, award winner. Nick Foligno on the captain. And Yelly, little Yelly, Doug Wilson, Hall of Famer parallel. Kyle Culver, Chris Chelios. There's a Makita. First Makita base. Darcy Rada. Really? Darcy Rada. Hossa. Teuvo Teravainen on the first rounders from 2012. There's a Larmer, record holder. Belfour, award winner. And a Zhamnov. Alexei Zhamnov on the yellow. Who's got the Zhamnov parallel? Card number 3. Is that Jason? Yes, it is. That's a fun break. For those that paid for shipping, that will be done over the weekend. Once we do the sort. Okay, so there is one gold per tin. Gold coming here, but those are not numbered. Mikheyev, Presley, Michael Hansus, Marty LaPointe, Korchinski, Phil Housley on the Hall of Famer. There's a Bedard, little Bedsy, winning the Calder. This Bedsy, card number 150 to the 0 spot, Matt H. with a Bedsy right there. Patrick Kane memorable moment. Stanley Cup title winning goal. I don't like the wording of that. Should be Stanley Cup winning goal in 2010. In our gold, Dave Boland. Dave Boland gold. That is card number 12 to the 2 spot, Paul K. We are going to top load the gold since they're 1 per 10. Yeah, we'll throw these wood back there. Alright. Halfway through the second scan. Still got an auto and a mem to go. Come on, Bedsy. Be one of them. Cliff Coral. Again. Nicoletti. There's a Bufflin. Hasek. Anderson. Antoniemi. Backstop Chicago to a Stanley Cup title in 2010. Mikita on the record holder. Mikita on the captain. And Corey Crawford on the yellow record holder. That is 191. Crawford going to Matt H. All right, let's see. Here is... I did not look at it. I have no idea who it is, but here is our mem card. Daze. Love Daze. Bobby Hull. Marian Hossa. Niemi on the capturing a champ. Marty LaPointe on the captain. Daryl Sutter, record holder. And Nick Foligno. Nick Foligno on the materials card. That is card... Oh, yeah, these are... So, N. Oh, now I got to think. Is that 11? No. That is 14. Card number 14. This we go by the first initial. We'll get a... That'll work for right now, but I will replace this top holder with a little tighter one. So that 14 goes to the 4th spot. That is Tommy. Tommy with a Foligno. All right, who is our last auto going to be? Come on, Bedsy. All right, wine list. Sutter, Amante, Kurchev, Cristobal Huet, Darren Pang, Will Panger, Tony Esposito, Marian Hossa, record breaker, and a Kane. There we go. Yellow parallel of Patrick Kane. That's the best yellow parallel we've got. And that is card 40 to the 0 spot. Matt H. Nice Patty Kane parallel. I mean, you just can't go wrong. I'm sorry. This is one of the best products I have seen for the price point. And being Hawks fans, I mean, we should be jumping all over this stuff. I saw that Chelios base auto sold for $100. I was kind of surprised at that, but hey. Phil Esposito. Dale Talon. There's a Dirk Graham again. Campbell. Eddie O. Bobby Hull, the record holder. Panarin, Little Breadman, the newest LA King, and the award winner. Patrick Sharp on the memorable moments. No, it's not for stealing your wife. It's for the second game-winning goal in Western Conference quarterfinal in 2013. And a Seabrook is a... Okay, so that's the second gold. That is the second gold. So I guess golds are not 1 per 10 unless we just got an extra. But that is a Seabrook on the gold first rounder. Insert parallel. That is card number 7. Lucky number 7, Corey. Corey with the gold. All right, let's see what we got here. 4 packs to go. An auto. There's just an auto stew in here for us. All right, Lysick. Bell. Keith. Liney. Probert. Andrew Shaw, champion. Doug Gilmour, captain. Doug Gilmour, Hall of Famer. And a Phil Housley on the yellow. Phil Housley. That is card number 51. 1 spot, Matt H. That feels thick. If this is the auto, we're going to sweat it. We're just going to put that to the side and do it as the last one. Let's see. Let's not even look. Do I see the indentation? I do not. Unless it's on a parallel. Nope. All right. That just felt thick. Marty Turka. Wow. Adrian Coyne. Hjalmarsson. Johnny Aduya again. Wendell Clark. Patrick Kane on the award winner. Patrick Kane on the record holder. And a Patty Kane on the yellow award winner for the Hart Trophy. That is card 149 to the 9 spot. Dave. Nice Patty Kane right there. Got a good mix of people hitting. I love that. Marion Hossa on the memorable moments. Oh, memorable moment for Hossa. 100th NHL game on March 3rd of 2013. All right, 2 packs. Is our last pack going to have the auto again? That'd be awesome. Oh, there's a yellow parallel, so odds maybe. Yep. You do not see the indentation. Brian Bickle, Jason Dickinson, Dwayne Sutter, Larmer, Kurt Frazier, Hasek Hall of Famer, Stan Mikita Award winner, Stan Mikita Yellow Captain, and a Lucas Reichel on the first rounder. Let's get that yellow of Mikita. I think we're going to make it on penny sleeves. All right, who is our auto? I'm not going to look. I will move the inserts to the back. Do we have a... Wait a minute. Okay, we have an insert auto. I don't know who it is, but it looks like it's on the memorable moments. Let's see. Let's pop this in so I cannot see who that is. Did I get it? I did. Ooh, we might have something here. Grant Mulvey. Panger. Chelios on the award winner. There's another Grant Mulvey record holder. What is Grant record? When does he get a record? Most points in a single game, 7. Okay. Rich Preston. For Stieg. Michel Goulet. All right. Memorable moments, Brian Campbell. Assist on game-winning goal, Stanley Cup Final of 2010. All right, it is a memorable moments auto. That looks like Chelios. That's Chelios. How about that? Somebody paid for a bunch of spots with that one. Chris Chelios on card. That is sweet. That is an on-card auto, number inscribed, on the memorable moments, leads club in points in the 95-96 season. Nice freaking auto right there. I'm not even going to turn around to see whose it is yet. We can do that together. Chelly on the auto. On card. I guess they're all on card, really. That is a sweet card. Card number 23, Michael Jordan, 3-spot. Jason, how about that? How about a Chelly auto? That is awesome. All right, let's do a hit recap. Let me get these big old stacks out the way. That's just fun. All right, let's see. Let's get the golds. Then we'll do the blues. Then we'll do those. Then we'll do those. I mean, that is money well spent right there on this one. And we're going to do 2 more of these after the next few breaks. But our golds, these are not numbered. I'm thinking they're 1 per tin, but we did get 2 in one of them. I think it was just an extra. But Jonathan Toews, Dave Bullard, Brent Seabrook. All right, our blues, which are numbered out of 65. Dustin Byfuglien, that was card number 31 out of 65, going to the 5 spot. That is Rhino. Then we had a Troy Murray. Troy Murray, number 27 out of 65. That is card number 137 to the 7 spot. That is Corey. Nick Foligno on our materials relic. White swatch. That is the N spot. N is the 14th letter of the alphabet, so that goes to the 4 spot. That is Tommy. Then we got Duncan Keith. Oh, that's Tommy too. Duncan Keith is... D is the 4th letter of the alphabet, so that goes to the 4 spot. So Tommy, you got the Duncan Keith and Nick Foligno. 2 relics coming your way. Our autos, 4 total autos. Wendell Clark. That's card 55 to the 5 spot. That is Rhino. Jeff Hackett. Beautiful autos, by the way, on these guys. All numbers inscribed, too, so far. Number 7, number 31. But Hackett, card number 49, that goes to the 9 spot. That is Dave. Bernie Nichols. I love this freaking card. The Bernie Nichols auto. That is card number 33 to the 3 spot. That is Jason. Also, to the 3 spot. Jason, have yourself a break right there. Chris Chelios, number inscribed insert auto on the memorable moments. That is card number 23. That 3 spot is Jason. So, Jason, you had yourself a break, my friend. Congrats. All right, guys, that was fun. We are going to run that one back in a little bit. But like I said, up next, the God Brick. 20 packs. Every card is a 101. There will be 20 packs per box, so that means 20 101s. Every card is a 101. There's going to be one auto in here that's a 101. There's going to be one true 1 of 1. There should be one holiday 101. Basically, the Joker wears a Santa hat. But you get it. There's some fun stuff in there. I mean, Little Nature Boy, Pete Weber, Mike Tyson, Scott Steiner. Just some fun stuff. So that'll be coming. These will be $25 per spot. If you buy a second spot, it will be $20 for that second spot. If you bought a spot in the previous Joker's Wild Break, you'll get that spot for $20. So again, first spot is $25. $20 if you buy a second spot. Actually, you know what? If you bought a spot in the other break, you get $5 off. $20 no matter how many spots you buy in this break. This will be posted tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, 2026 Topps is next week. Topps Baseball is right upon us. Also, we will be doing the Blackhawks again, and we will be doing a football mixer. Looky there. These are stupid money right now. This is the 2024 Mega Box. This is Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze rookies, Drake May rookies, Bo Nix rookies. These are going for $150 a mega. We're going to get this put in with some 2025 product. With the Super Bowl here, we would like to break this. I mean, if we can fill that Joker's Wild, we'll get this and the 2025 stuff listed right away. But a lot of fun stuff coming. So thanks, guys, for filling this break. Be on the lookout for the new breaks, and we will see you soon.